Hello, Cross Pointers. God's grace to you today. I'm coming to you from the back patio today. It's actually Monday, and I'm going to be heading out to Ocean City tomorrow for Pastors and Spouses Retreat. Lori's going to join me after school, and we appreciate very much you blessing us with this opportunity. I know some of you think, oh, Ocean City, big deal. We still love it. We're like, why do you people go anywhere else for vacation, right? So we're excited to go. I was reading my devotions this morning. I've been reading through Proverbs, but I also read some in Isaiah today, and this passage struck out to me. It's Isaiah 35:10. It says, "They will enter Zion with a happy shout. Unending joy will crown them. Happiness and joy will overwhelm them. Grief and suffering will disappear." That's what it looks like when the kingdom of God touches earth. Grief and suffering begin to disappear. And I asked you last week to think of those places where you see loneliness, where do you see darkness that needs the light of the gospel? Where do you see places where the kingdom of God needs to come to earth? And I'm so thankful. I've already had several people reach out and talk to me about things that have been on their heart, on their mind, about our city here. Had one person reach out about feeling a conviction to do more of a ministry to the homeless here in Salisbury. Had another person reach out and say they really feel like the need to start some kind of support group and a healing group for women who are post-abortive and who are dealing with all the guilt and struggles that brings. Had someone else I've been talking to that wants to reach out to the surfing and skating communities here in Ocean City and Salisbury, and places where people are seeing the need for the kingdom of God to touch earth. And so I'm excited about that. And I want you to continue to ask those questions in the days ahead. Where do you see loneliness? Where is there a darkness that we can address as the people of God here in our city? And I want you to put some dates on your calendar. They are November 13th and 14th. If you were in house on Sunday, you got the little handout that we had that talked about these dates. But on November 13th and 14th, we have the chance to have a colleague named Reverend Dr. Philip Zimmerman. He pastors a church in Germany called Church in Action. He has Nazarene roots, and he's going to come here to the States and be visiting. And he's going to come and share with us on that Saturday, November the 13th, and that's Sunday the 14th. We're going to have a meal time together, a little early Thanksgiving meal on November the 13th, and he's going to share it with us. And then also he's going to share with us in both services on Sunday, just about bringing the kingdom of God to earth. I think what he's doing in Germany fits perfectly with what my vision is here in Salisbury, to heal our city and to bring the kingdom of God to touch earth in places of darkness in our town. And so be in prayer about those two dates. A little revival, mini revival on November the 13th and 14th. The 13th is going to be a dinner, a banquet time together, and he's going to present more of a seminar type setting for the church, challenging us to think about the days ahead. And then on the 14th, he's going to talk about the kingdom of God touching earth. And we may have a chance for you to respond in that service and tell us, here's a place where I see loneliness. Here's a place where I see darkness, and I feel like our church needs to do something to make a difference. Please be in prayer with me about that, November 13th and 14th. I want to mention one more place that I've come across recently. It's not a new thing. We've always all known that nursing homes are difficult places and places of loneliness. But I had a chance to go with Ken Marshall to visit with May before she passed, just literally a couple of hours before she passed. And they're not letting people in nursing homes right now, but because May was so close to death, they agreed to let us in. And it was just one of the saddest experiences, not visiting with May, but walking through that nursing home. All of the places where they could normally gather there and at least fellowship with one another were all closed. The dining room is not open. The place where they could play cards and games together is not open. The place where they could sing around the piano is closed. Everybody has to stay in their rooms, and nobody can visit. And the place was just dead silent. And every room I walked past, there was someone by themselves with the door closed, unable to visit with people, unable to have visitors. And it just broke my heart. I think that's an area that we need to address. And I know we can't get in those places right now, but maybe we could get the names of all the residents at certain nursing homes and write letters and mail them, and maybe the staff there could read them, or maybe they would let one or two of us come in and read letters to people if we gown up and mask up and all that. But that's another area I feel like the Lord is leading us to do something. There are people who are literally dying alone, and we need to do something to cause the kingdom of God to touch earth. So be in prayer with me. Be thinking about those opportunities. I'm so excited about the days ahead and what the Lord is going to do through us as a fellowship. God's grace to you. Can't wait to be with you again on Sunday.